anger and accusations in Iran. Thousands of pro-reform supporters are locked in a tense standoff with police this evening after a series of violent clashes throughout the day. The trouble was sparked by official confirmation that the incumbent president, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, had been re-elected by a landslide. His main rival, Mir Hossein Mousavi, had branded the result a charade and is still refusing to accept it. From Tehran, Sky's Gulf correspondent Ashish Joshi now reports.
The signs were there, and so was the warning. Public protests would not be tolerated. Around Tehran, pro-reform protesters have taken to the streets in defiance. The demonstrations are small and sporadic, but they are making a point.
There are about 200 or 300 what appear to be Mousavi supporters, and what they're doing is taunting those riot police on motorbikes. Every time a police unit turns up, the Mousavi supporters disperse and then reappear on another street corner. At the moment, it's a very tense game of cat and mouse.
President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad has been re-elected with a landslide majority. Mir Hossein Mousavi's political ambitions have been crushed, and so too the hopes of sweeping reform.
Ahmadinejad ranks first, and with the votes he has secured, he is elected as the 10th president of the Islamic Republic. Mr. Mir Hossein Mousavi Khamenei is the second person.
Hours after the result was announced, before all the votes had been counted, demonstrators gathered in Fatemi Square. This is just a few hundred meters away from the Interior Ministry, where the votes were collected. Mostly young men ran at the sight of motorcycle riding rifles. One of the later demonstrations took place in Vanak Square, an affluent middle-class suburb, the natural heartland for Mousavi supporters. The police never lost control, they were prepared. Sometimes they appeared to use force. At other times they had to retreat from the crowd. But the days of frenzied street campaigning ahead of the polls had allowed Iranians to express themselves. Just how would the government rein in this newfound political energy?
It's a question that ought to be asked of Mr. Mousavi, because he himself is a principalist, and he himself is a strict adherer to the religion of Islam and the Islamic culture. How was he going to contain this?
The protesters who are making their feelings clear are in a minority, but the Islamic Republic of Iran is not used to open public dissent, even in small numbers. Ashish Joshi, Sky News, Tehran.